Hello everyone, welcome to this ImmerSAFE Science Slam. My name is Emanuele Palma and today I'm gonna guide you through the basics of image compression. So, first things first, let's try to define what is a digital image. Let's suppose that you are walking in a very sunny day. You want to take a picture of this beautiful flower. Technically speaking, this kind of image is called a real-world object. So what do? You take out your camera and you are ready to take the shot to then transfer it to your computer, to then share it on your favorite social media, which can be Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. So you actually take the shot. You memorize that particular shot inside your camera. Then you go home, you plug your camera into your computer. Your computer interprets what is the output of your camera, and it transforms it into a digital image, what we call digital image. But let's zoom together inside this digital image. Let's see what is the actual structure of such an object. If we put a magnifying lens, we can see that this particular kind of image, called an RGB image, because it's made up with all the combinations of the color red, the green, and the blue, which are the primary colors. If we zoom in, we see that is made up of a huge table of individual values called pixels. Being a three-color image, it means that this huge table of pixels is multiplied by 3. So they are actually 3 tables layered one on top of the other to give to the computer for each pixel the values of red, green, and blue to display. For example, let's take these values of red, green, and blue. Let's put them inside our computer and it will give us a new color. So it's the color that is actually displaying. Then, on another hand, what is compression actually? Compression is the reduction in size of data in order to save space or transmission time. In our case, to save space for our image, to then be able to easily transfer it or upload it whenever we want. So let's think that, for example, our original image has a size of 2.5 megabytes, and after the compression, it will have a size of, for example, 1 megabyte. So now the most important question, how do we compress images? So we know now that digital images are big tables of pixels, and we know also that usually we don't see inside a compressor because the computer does everything. So we only see what is before the compression and what is after. We can then, as you probably deducted, do all sorts of operations on this pixel via our computer and their values before giving out the finished compressed image. So this digital image, for example, will look like what we had at the beginning, but it's actually being transformed. So it's being transformed to save up space. One, for example, of the simplest way to compress a digital image is reducing the color palette. So it's reducing the number of colors we can use to represent that particular image. For example, putting a max value for all the pixels. That is because the human eye will never notice the difference between two very near nuances of color. So if I reduce the number of colors that I actually use, I reduce the number of bytes that my PC will need to save on its hard drive the image. I think that you already heard about this group of people that I'm about to explain, that I'm about to describe you, because they are actually the most important group of people that are working on compressing the images. I'm talking about JPEG. JPEG, which stands for Joint Photographic Experts Group, is dedicated to removing and making easier for the compressors and for the images to be transferred. So what JPEG does is removing from the images all the redundant informations that are unnoticeable to the human eye. Um, this may effectively cause the image to be a little bit more blurred or a little less defined. The colors may be more light and the color may be reduced, but it's all in favor to save space and allow us to exchange image faster. JPEG basically exploits our eyes' functionalities to give us a similar content but reduced and compressed. After that being said, I want to thank you for the attention of these few minutes and for this brief explanation that I wanted to give to you. I hope that everybody understood what I was trying to say, and see you soon.